Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel. And as you guys know, I've been playing outdoors for a long time. I miss playing on an indoor court very much. And as I'm getting older, I'm looking for shoes that have good cushion because outdoor courts aren't very forgiving for your legs, especially your knees and your feet. This is a list for top outdoor shoes that you can get right now. And also, I kind of put another list. It's also going to include shoes not to get for outdoor use, right? So yeah, let's go over the shoes to not get because there are two important things to look for in a shoe if you're playing outdoors, right? So the first thing is durability. Like if you're playing outdoors, you know, the concrete is going to mess up your outsoles, and if your outsole, or I guess the rubber, is super soft and you wear it out quickly, then there's really no point in buying it because you have to keep buying it over and over again. You would rather buy a shoe that has harder rubber and that'll last you a lot longer, right? So that's number one. Number two is cushion. Like I just mentioned, if you're playing on an indoor court, you know, wood has a little bit of give and it gives you better impact protection, obviously, right? If you're playing on concrete or asphalt, you know, there's no give and it hurts your legs. So cushion is also very important. I guess unless you're younger, but still, if you're younger, you want to protect yourself. You don't want to have like shin splints and stuff like that. So I would still recommend getting a shoe that has good impact protection, right? So those are the two most important things in my opinion when you're picking out an outdoor basketball shoe. I guess another factor is like price. You know, you don't really want to get a super expensive shoe, but that has really nothing to do with performance. So anyways, shoes not to get. Let's go over it quickly. Don't get the Why Not 0.4, terrible durability. You will run through that shoe very quickly. And that's pretty much all the shoes on this list for what not to get for outdoor use. Same thing, the LeBron Witness 5 is terrible durability. The Jordan 1 Take 2, terrible durability. Jordan 35, terrible durability. Like the herringbone, it just completely got rubbed off. Same thing with the PG5. The PG5 I would say is the worst on this list. Next is the Kyrie 7. The Kyrie 7 is the second worst. and then the Embiid 1 was pretty bad as well. And then the LeBron 18 was pretty bad too. I guess kind of like the square pattern with the super thin rubber. And if you guys notice something, they're all Nike shoes. They're all Nike shoes and I guess Jordan shoes, but Jordan is owned by Nike. So yeah, it's kind of sad that Nike probably purposely does this so that we buy more shoes. So, or maybe it's because, I don't know, and here in the US, like, I guess a lot of people don't play outdoors, but due to the circumstances of the quarantine, most people have had to play outdoors. So, I don't know. But anyways, don't get any of those shoes if you're planning on playing outdoors. Now, let's get started with the actual list for shoes to get for outdoor use. I got two tiers. Let's get it started right off with the Adidas Pro Boost Low, right? So the Pro Boost Low is a solid performer, pretty damn cheap too, only 110 bucks, good looking too. And the rubber outsole, you know, the traction was really good, the performance was really good, consistent, and very durable. The rubber is very hard. You got some thick tread on there as well, but the cushion wasn't the best. You know, it was supposed to be a blend of light strike and boost, and I was like, yo, that sounds super nice, and I was very excited. And then I tried it out, and it's very lackluster. It's super thin as well, so I mean, court feel is really good and it's a responsive cushion, but it being thin and, you know, you're playing on an outdoor court, impact protection is not good. So just watch out for that. So like I said, if you're not too into cushion, you don't really care about that all too much, even if you're going to be playing on the outdoor court, the Pro Boost Low is a great option. Next, we got the KD13. The KD13 is a little bit more expensive, you know, coming in at 150 bucks, but the cushion is super nice, as you guys all know, with the full length Zoom Strobel. So, you know, you're gonna be covered. You know, for impact protection, it feels nice, it feels comfortable and bouncy and all that. So the cushion, you're covered. But the outsole is not the most durable. It's okay. You know, I wouldn't say it's terrible, and I wouldn't say it's the best, right? So for the occasional outdoor use, you should be good to go. Or I mean, if you're only playing on the outdoor court with the KD13, you should be okay for a limited amount of time. So that's why it's in the second tier. Also, another thing, if you do toe drags, Pro Boost Low, you should be fine. You have that synthetic material covering the toe box. For the KD13, if you do toe drags, it's a very thin material. There is a little bit of fuse, you know, yeah, like at the tip of the toe, but for the most part, if you do toe drags, you're pretty much screwed, and there's probably gonna be a big hole in the toe box area if you're playing on outdoor court. So just watch out for that. All right, next we got the Adidas Hardens Step Back 2. It's a super cheap shoe. It's coming in at 100 bucks. The traction is very durable and it's consistent. It has a good stop, so you should be good to go. You're covered with traction. But for cushion, it wasn't the, it was okay. You know, it's not the best for impact protection. I wouldn't say it's the worst. You have a full length bounce midsole, and a bounce is really good, you know, but it's just super thin in that shoe. So you get good court feel, which Hardens usually have. But obviously that doesn't help with impact protection. So your feet are going to be hurting a little bit if you're playing on an outdoor court with the shoe. So that's why it's in the second tier. All right, now moving on to the first tier. These are the best shoes that you can get right now for outdoor use. And let's get started off with the Nike Renew Elevate. This shoe has been on many lists. It's super cheap. I believe it's like 80 bucks. The cushion is super nice, you know, very soft. It's bouncy, impact protection is really good, and you're low to the ground. I don't know what they did with the cushion, but it's really, really nice. It's one of my favorite cushioning setups of any shoe right now, or as of recently. And then the outsole is pretty damn durable too. You know, you got, it's not the like hardest rubber outsole, but for some reason it's pretty damn durable. For toe drags though, toe drags you should be okay. It's more like a foam back mesh and super thin. So just be careful on that. If you do toe drags like a lot, then you should probably stay away from the shoe. But for the most part, everything else about the shoe is really good for outdoors. All right, next we got the Adidas Pro Model 2G or the Pro Model 2G Low. Whatever you get, you should be covered. If you're doing toe drags, you should be fine. This is the best option for toe drags because you literally have the outsole. You literally have rubber on the toe. So if you do toe drags, you should be fine. Cushion is also really nice. You know, it is full length bounce and it is thicker. It's like a lot thicker than the Harden Step Back 2. So impact protection is good. You get a good amount of compression. It's bouncy. It's soft as well. So you get a good amount of compression in the heel, and the traction is super durable. You know, it's gonna last you a long time for outdoor use. So it's just a great overall option, and it's super cheap. You know, the low, the Pro Model 2G Low is only 75 bucks, and then the mid cut or the regular Pro Model 2G is 100 bucks. All right, next we got the Jordan React Elevation, and this shoe is a solid performer, really, really nice. Traction is pretty damn durable. You should be fine for durability. Cushion is also really good. You know, you got that forefoot zoom in it, which helps with, I guess, like when you're landing on your forefoot. And if you're doing heel strikes for impact protection, you should be fine. You have that React pod in the heel. Although it is like caged, you still get a good amount of compression because that rubber is pretty damn thin and it allows the React to compress a little bit, right? So that's nice. And then in the forefoot, you should be covered for toe drags. I mean, it is a pretty thin material, but you do have that fuse. So if you do toe drags, you should be fine for durability for the material in the toe box. All right, next we got the Anta GH2 or the Gordon Hayward 2. It's going for 105 bucks, so it's pretty damn cheap and a really good option for outdoor use. You know, the outsole is pretty durable. Like in the green part, it was ripping off a little bit, but it's not to the point where I would say it's like terrible. And then the white part of the outsole seems pretty damn good. So durability, I would say is good. The cushion is also super nice. You got full length Ulti Flash, which feels really, really nice. It's super soft, especially in the heel. So impact protection, you're gonna be good. And then for toe drags, you should kind of watch out. You know, it is a textile material and it is a little bit thin. So it's probably not the best option if you do a lot of toe drags, but the GH2, if you don't do toe drags, it's a great option for outdoor use. And last but not least, we got the Li-Ning Wow All City 8 V2. Or I guess just the All City 8 2. It is an older shoe, but you can still get it. The All City 8 V2 is going for like 90 bucks on Famuji, and that's actually really cheap. You know, usually the All City line goes for like 140 bucks. So it's on sale right now, and also so is the All City 8. It's a great looking shoe. The outsole, like, you know, Chinese companies, I guess like the demographic, like people in China mostly play on outdoor courts. So the companies in China, they make shoes that are super durable, like especially the outsole. So the All City 8, they actually advertise the outsole is abrasion resistant. So it's 33% more durable than traditional outsoles. So that's a good thing. And I've been playing with mine and I have really no issues with it. It's a super thick tread as well. So durability, you should be fine. Cushion is also pretty good. Not the best for impact protection, but I mean, okay, so they have a full length cloud foam, right? So it's soft underneath your foot and it feels nice, but then it's caged so much so that like the actual midsole on the outside of the shoe doesn't really compress, right? So my feet don't hurt, you know, when I land. There's not a whole lot of compression, so it's not like super soft or bouncy or anything like that, even though Cloud Foam is soft. But like, you know, when I was playing it, I didn't really have any issues and impact protection seemed adequate for me. And then for toe drags, you should be fine. Especially with the V2s, you got that extra shroud material over the toe box. So I mean, it's a very, very durable shoe. Anyways, that's my list for top shoes to get for outdoor use and top shoes not to get for outdoor use. But anyways, that about wraps it up. Again, if you guys do want to cop any of these shoes, I'll try to leave a link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.